my goodness. Has not. Now, yep, just did. Yep, just did. I already 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 did. I'm hearing it on your end. I'm hearing it on your end. I'm not talking. 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 I'm not talking.
Okay, I think we should be live and in color.
Oh okay? My! Why am I so different looking here?
I don't know. What do you look like?
Well, in my picture, it wasn't just my face, and now it's my face is really big.
Yeah, it should just be your face.
I know. I don't like it.
Oh, sorry.
I don't like seeing my face next to my face. I don't like seeing my face so close.
Well, all right, so welcome everybody to the stream. It's a little bit different this time. We're doing
a little bit different.
Wait, they've got video but no audio? What's going on?
Oh, jeez. This is a disaster, Mike.
Look, man. Everything should be okay. I think. Let us know if you can hear us now, because it should be okay. Got audio for both of us? Okay, good. David says we're good. I trust David.
This is not an interview. There are reasons.
Okay, looks like everything's working okay-ish. So, welcome to the Friday stream. It's a little bit different. And the reason it's different is because I'm interviewing my lovely wife, Audrey. No? No, yeah, we're not in the same room today, and that's because the other day I got exposed to the COVID plague.
Like a lot.
Huh?
Like a lot.
Well, I mean, like not just in passing.
It was you were with this person for hours.
Yeah, several hours.
Yeah.
There is one place in my life that I'm around a couple of other people without a mask, and it just happens that like finally those dice came up snake eyes, and one of my close people got the COVIDs. So he is, last I heard yesterday, doing okay. I mean, he's not great, but he's doing okay.
He still has COVID.
Do what?
He still has COVID.
Yeah. I mean, he still got COVID. He felt like he got hit by a truck a little bit, and he's got a bad headache and stuff. But doing okay. Are the cats okay? I assume so. I'm in my office alone.
They're all around here. All the animals are around.
Yeah. Yep. So they've got the animals all around, and so it's okay. I mean, so the deal was it was my game night group, and so I was around them for I don't know 3-4 hours, I guess. And no, we've got testing kits coming. They should be here on Monday, which is actually before.
Well, we still have some from the others, so.
Yeah, I mean those are like maybe expired or whatever, but
no, just one pack that I had was, but the ones that came, the 2 batches are still okay.
Well, I'm trying to show Audrey what's on my screen, so she's she can see things in real time. Where'd she go?
I don't know why. I don't know what you're doing.
There we go.
It's literally showing not the right things. I don't know what you're doing.
You should be seeing my computer screen.
It looks like a mess. I mean, I guess I am, but.
Okay, well, if it looks like a mess, then I'm not going to do that. I don't know why it would, but it does. All right. It's hard to troubleshoot something when you can't see what's going on, so we're just going to be flying by the seat of our pants. I mean, I'm feeling okay. Audrey's feeling okay. We are social social. We're like home distancing. I am distanced in like this kind of. Hey, Clipsy's in here. Where'd you come from? She must have been in the box of silence, hiding. So we are distancing. I'm kind of
you
in the.
can't see her. She's down here.
Do what?
Katie is over there. You can't see.
Oh.
So I can see like a lot more here on. So we have two things going, and people can't see it. What I think that I can see. Well, there is a Clipsy.
Yeah. I've got Clipsy. She's like.
Oh, there's Katie.
Yeah. So anyway,
The cats are fine.
we're distancing in here, and so Audrey might be seeing or hearing things on a little bit of a delay. So if it's a little bit like,
it's not. Yeah, everything's not normal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But we wanted to get Audrey on stream if we can. There's a cattail here currently. No, we're doing okay. There's no point in testing yet. It's too early, frankly, for me to be testing or anything. So I'm doing to take care of my.
And I just got over a sinus infection and being sick, so I'm just I'm already compromised as it is. So we'll see. Well, we're hoping for the best. Oh, look at Clipsy.
Yep, she's here. Let's see. She show up on the cat cam. Oh, I don't have a cat cam. There's Clipsy for everybody. So yeah, I'm kind of living basically in my office and the guest bedroom, and then there's a little bathroom right here. So
everything's separated out. So we have our big living room is separating the bedroom and my bedroom and the guest bedroom and his office. So everything is separated out. So
yeah,
we got things going. We have air purifier, all that.
Yeah. So just kind of doing what we can to be as safe as possible. So anyway, I don't know about split custody. It's mostly all the animals are hanging out with Audrey. So.
Once in a while they go in there. They're not acting that weird knowing that you're here. I think they're just like, oh, you're working a lot or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, Scraggles came in here for a few minutes while Audrey was working out. And this is timed custody of the living room. No, I'm just kind of mostly in here. I did tell her, I was like, hey, I'm going to go out and make some coffee this morning. And then I disappeared back into my hole.
Yeah. So. And you fed the cats, which is a normal thing. So that's good to keep that normal for them,
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's only a few days. It'll be fine. Are we having 2 pizzas tonight? Yes. But we also always have 2 pizzas because we don't eat the same stuff on pizza.
The exact opposite. So yeah, we always do it that way. We just have lots of leftovers that way.
Yeah. So usually we have 2 pizzas, and so we'll just have 2 pizzas this time too. It's totally fine. So we'll have pizza on Friday, and then we usually do leftover pizza on Sunday night because we have that. So
yeah.
So that's the way it goes. It's totally fine. We'll be okay. Hopefully science will keep me from catching the plague, and distancing will keep Audrey from catching the plague if I did. So, But
the person who you got it from her kid.
Yeah, most likely.
That's likely what happened. So
yeah, I mean, it'd be weird if he didn't. But like, who knows? So. Yeah, he and his child are both sick. Although she seems like she's doing fine, just kind of tired.
Oh, well, I'm sure. Yeah, so. The way it seems, she'll be fine sooner than he will.
I know, right? So youth,
I know, right?
So that's that story, and that's why we're in this weird situation where it's 2 heads in a boxes, but it'll be fine and interesting. Can I smell? Oh yeah, no, it's fine.
Stuff actually behind me. If people can see over my shoulder here, that's where the action happens back here.
Yeah, you want to show them since are you sitting at the counter or something?
Yes. There's no good lighting. I'm sorry, the lighting's terrible. Mike has all the lighting apparatus in the house, and the guest bedroom is where I do my nail polish, and I could have had some of that. And then the office has the other, and the bedroom is like way worse in terms of lighting. So. This is just as much light as I could really bring in, right, Katie? Yeah.
Yeah. People want to see where your nib magic.
Using the word studio to say that's where I grind is way over exaggeration because it's a mess. I mean, it's not a mess. It just has my supplies on the kitchen table. That's all it is. This cat
Cat
just
attack.
clawed me a lot.
Katie, don't claw. Yeah,
She clawed.
you wanna show people where you do the work? I mean, really, I think you just have to move a little bit, and they can probably see it. Yeah, that's where the magic happens, right there.
That's it. Our rice cooker's back here. If you don't have one, you should get one.
Yep, we have lauded the rice cooker. That little toaster oven there was a gift from a friend. We were making pen rests out of polymer clay. It's where we were cooking pen rests.
Yeah. And the microscope and the nib grinder right there next to it, and the light with the little magnifier right there as well.
Yeah. All right, Clipsy's out there now.
Uh-oh. No.
So yeah, that's where.
Everything's delayed for me. That's why I can't tell what's straight. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, there's not a good way to fix that, unfortunately. So.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. She's got a. If you tilt the camera like toward the rice cooker, you can show them the gym picture that watches you grind all the time.
The thing is, it's all set and propped up a particular way.
Oh,
so
okay. Don't move anything.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm not moving it, because I have it tilted a weird way. So
yeah,
it'd be easier since I know the height and everything this way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
totally.
there is a picture of Jim up in the corner there that he watches over me while I grind.
Mm-hmm. Judging.
Yep, judging. Making jokes all the time, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, the stream was running a little bit late today, and that was me. I had shut down everything in here because my office gets pretty warm, as we've complained about before, but especially with the door closed and it being 94 outside, it was a solid like 85 in here, with the computer and the monitors and stuff like that going. And so I just like turned everything off, and I was just hanging out in the guest bedroom where it is like very cool and nice.
So the guest bedroom has the porch right in front of it, which protects it from the sun, so the sun's not beating in ever.
Yeah. So that was actually kind of nice, but it also meant that I kind of forgot to set everything up. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. So sad. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but like it's... no, I don't necessarily, Marie. It's I just got exposed, so it might be entirely possible that I won't. Right, I'm full of all the science I could get my hands on. So
science is working in your body right now.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. That's my hope.
That's
yeah. So we'll see how it goes. But hey, it'll probably be okay. Switch to the guest bedroom for your office. Yeah, I don't really want
that
to.
was the plan. Like, we weren't sure which you were gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah, this room is. So it's got nice windows, which is great a lot of the time, and it's got really tall ceilings, which is kind of nice. But
nice for aesthetics, but bad for video and audio.
Yeah, it hasn't really held back my audio. Like, it's done okay. It's not ideal.
You had to do more to make the audio than if you had the other room where it's much more insulated.
Yeah, but in this way, This way I don't have to move furniture, which is excellent. And at this point, there's so much furniture in both rooms that it's not worth it. So, all right, on to pen things, and not just...
so many things.
Not just the Madisons trying to avoid the plague things. We have... Audrey got a pen last week.
I did. We didn't talk about it. We mentioned it.
Yeah, so this is Audrey's new Decimo.
I like the Decimo over the Vanishing Point. I've said many times. The other Decimo that I have is actually in the guest bedroom, but it's like an icy blue color as well. So I think it will go nice. All the colors for the Decimos that they have available that aren't the Japan exclusives are sort of this more muted color, mostly.
Yeah, this is a nicer color than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be.
Really?
Yeah, it's more metallic than I thought it was going to be. You know.
Yeah. It definitely has metallic. It's more like a car finish than like a flat finish. You know what I mean?
That seems right to me. Yeah, a little more like a car finish. And so this is the Decimo, which is sort of the smaller version of the vanishing point. This is one of my two vanish. Do I have two? I have two vanishing points. And you can see it's a lot thicker than the Decimo, and it's a lot heavier now that I've got them both in hand. The vanishing point has a lot of.
They? Do you think it's the finish on the vanishing point?
I mean,
like the
it could be. I don't know. Let's see if I'm imagining things. Talking about having science in me, I've got science on the desk in the form of a scale.
Woof.
So this is 0.7 ounces. So very light pen, the Decimo.
That it really is, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's Diet Coke time.
And then the regular vanishing point is 1.1 ounces. So it's not quite twice the weight, but like
not far off either.
Yeah, it's a lot heavier, which is interesting. I didn't know it was going to be that much heavier. I guess it's just the barrel must be bigger, and I think the barrels in these are actually brass. So there's more brass going on in this because it's just a thicker, bigger pen.
Yeah.
So
I think that it's not even really the thickness of the pen. Just the overall, I like the Decimo better, but part of it is because not just the barrel or the length, because it still has a nice balance. I think it's because the clip is that much bigger and how it sits in my hand with the clip when I'm writing. I don't like it as much.
Yeah, I think the clips are a bit different. Let me see if I can get my desk cam on here. I did. So yeah, the clips are different. They're kind of in a different place. They've got a different width down there at the bottom where your fingers are. It's a more different pen than I would think it would be.
Visually, it doesn't look as different as it feels in my hand, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I've never really used the Decimo because that's your pen. But yeah, it's a lot lighter.
You could use it too. And the Decimo that I have, that's the blue one, is very special to me. It's the one that Jim ground a sig for me. So I like to, it's a special pen for me.
You know what? It's the same deal with this black one. He did a sig on this for me
Oh,
too.
did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yep. Because they only came with mediums. I never really liked this nib. Like it wasn't quite right when I got it. So, how does the clip on the Decimo interfere more than it does on the regular vanishing point? Oh, less, she said. It bothers her less. I think it's because it's a bit more flat to the pen than on the vanishing point, and so it doesn't really get in the way of her fingers.
Yeah.
And she sort of grips over the top a little bit.
Yeah.
And so a thicker clip, I think, is, more interferes with her grip more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
You can see the arc there of the clip on the vanishing point, which is the black one, is much higher than the one on the Decimo. This has got it's flatter to the body of the pen. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. That's Audrey's new pen, the new Decimo, or her new Decimo. Whoops, I moved you. There we go. Okay. I was trying to move this, and I moved the wrong thing. There. The other new thing is there was a new pen from Franklin-Christoph released, I don't know.
At 7.
Yeah, about 7 o'clock on Friday, I got an email saying, hey, there's a new pen from Franklin-Christoph. And I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. So Audrey brought one home for us to see and for me to play with. And so I have been. Let me put the desk cam back on, actually. That was working okay. It's kind of in between our faces. Use it in good health? Yeah, hopefully she will. So this is... what is this one called, actually, Audrey? I didn't look it up.
I think it's just the short line model 28.
Let me look. Christoph.com. There we go. Ballpoints and pencils. Yeah, here we go. Short stock is what he's calling it.
Short stock. Mm.
Yeah, let me...
It's a short line.
Yeah, that's very close. Let me see. Can I... There we go. Now I've got this here. This is the Model 28 short stock ballpoint in Tennessee orange. So the 28 is one of the metal pens that Franklin-Christoph makes. They don't make terribly many metal pens, and I don't have a 28 actually. So I haven't played with the 28 actually. But this is what the new short stock ballpoint looks like. And it is a fairly short pen. It's a twist action ballpoint.
Yep.
Twist the
and
bottom
it takes the mini Schmidt.
No, it takes a D1, I think.
Or the D, which one? It's not a mini, but it's the smaller. Yeah, it's not the.
Let me see if I can I take this apart. I did it before. There we go. Yeah, it takes a D1. It's got a Schmidt. Come out. There we go. There we go. It's got a D1 Schmidt, which is this little refill that sometimes you see in multi-pens and things like that. And this one writes really nicely. I've never used the Schmidt D1 before, but it works really well. I usually get the ones from Jetstream. I'll get those little D1s. So,
but it's different colors. 3 of them are ones that come in the full size Model 28. So there's like a deep purple maroony color, and then Diamond line, which is just like a chrome with striated lines on them. Not lines, but
yeah, they're kind of like lines, right? Here, I'll grab this picture of it.
Black, I think. And then the colorful ones is the orange. There's a lime green, or I can't remember the names. Again, they just came out. And
yeah, we've got here classic black, which is black and silver, and then maroon, the diamond line, which is the just the silver finished one, metal finish.
Yeah.
Orange.
Pink.
Yep, hot pink. Oh, and electric lime.
Electric lime. There you go.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool color.
It is. It's one of those colors that it's bright, but I think it's really fun. I like it. Yeah.
There we go. There's the line. Yeah. It's a pretty good pen, actually.
3 fun colors, 3 more executive colors. Or somebody doesn't want the bright.
Right. Yeah, if you don't want to whip out a bright Tennessee orange pen from your pocket in your meeting, then that. Or you don't want to draw attention to yourself, because some people don't.
Yeah.
But
I might have to get myself a pink one.
Yeah?
That's the other. I couldn't decide if I wanted that. Well, the 3 colors, actually. The bright ones, of course. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to get.
Yeah.
And they're 45? Is that what it was?
Yep, $45.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Metal parts are made of aluminum and brass, then chrome plated, it says. Spring-loaded clip for securing in the pocket. It does have I like the clip on the 28. I think it's got a nice springy action. So you're not gonna, bend the clip like you will with some ballpoints.
Yeah.
Or break it off or anything. It's definitely got some spring action in there inside the top of the cap. So yeah, pretty good. So here you are being host. I hope I'm not being. Let's not put that in the world. I hope I'm not being host to COVID. Look very hot in that closed room. You just say have an aircon. Yeah, I talked to a guy about getting one of those. What do you call those things, Audrey? Those like air conditioners, like they have a lot in Europe, where it's just like one room, that sort of thing.
Oh, I don't know what they're called, but they're just the ones that people in the rest of the world have when they don't have central.
Yeah, it's called something. I forget what it is, but
I don't remember.
Yeah, I talked about that. I talked about that to an AC guy when he came out one time to fix our heat when it went out a while ago. And he's like, yeah, like you could put them in, but they are not cheap. And there's not really a good place to put it here. So I don't know. Maybe I get a little bit of learn about the swamp cooler. Yeah, I could get a swamp cooler. There you go. That's a bucket of icy water that you blow a fan across.
Yeah.
With my luck, it would get knocked over and destroy everything in this room. So I'm gonna not do that. But yeah, I like this little pen. I think it's fun. It's got a good amount of weight to it, which is nice. It writes well, so pretty cool. Ceiling fan? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's going.
Yeah. It's only 81 in here now, so.
What you can do, since it's $45 and then it's free shipping at $5, and you don't want to pay first class shipping, all you have to do, put some like a bottle of ink or some cartridges or a converter, gets you up to the $50, then you get free shipping and it's priority. Or not, it's FedEx 2-day. Sorry. That's just the way you get something else, you can give it away, just,
Oh, you mean free shipping free shipping at $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is 45. So add something into the cart to get to that 50, because then you get something, and you're basically paying the same amount then, and getting an extra thing.
Yep. Yeah. So anyway, new pen, which is cool. So that's new. And then, I got a lot of stuff from Cult Pens.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen any of this, but you got a lot of stuff.
I know. She hasn't seen any of it because I got it the other day, and then I was exposed to the plague. So she hasn't been in here since. And I have not edited. I did an unboxing video of it. So that'll be going up. I don't know. It's probably going to be next week, realistically, before I get unboxings up. But I do have, I also got the goodie bag, which we can go through here.
Have you looked at it?
I have.
You did. Oh, okay.
I did it in the unboxing, like a little goodie bag preview.
I just wanted to make sure, because I was curious if it was a true unboxing of everything, or if you're going to save anything for this.
No, I didn't. I was gonna, and then I was like, no, I wanna see what's going on in there.
You want to see what you got, for sure.
I wanted to see. So should we do the goodie bag first, or we're gonna look at some ink?
It's up to the audience.
Because I may have like 20 inks here.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's a lot. Some of your Brit friends are having an argument for single hose versus double hose portable ACs, and the consensus is single hose is bad. I don't even know what that means. It sounds wild.
Yeah.
Do you like the contents of the goodie bag? It's okay. We'll see y'all, or y'all see soon. Need a proper unit. Had a couple installed at the end of last year's heat wave. Well, we have central air, of course.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to put a window unit in here because our house faces that way, and it wouldn't look great, and it sticks out, and I don't really have room over here. So like, yeah, I'm not gonna do a window unit. I don't think that's not really in the cards. But something. And it's only like
3 goodie bags and 1 ink first.
All right. It's only a couple of months out of the year that I really need an AC unit in here. So maybe 3 months, but the rest of the time it's okay. All right, let me grab this goodie bag here. Oh.
Goodie bag.
First off, it comes as a very nice tote bag from Cult Pens, and all the other stationery too. So, pretty nice tote bag. I like that it's very flexible, so I can like wad this up and stick it in the back seat of my truck.
Or you can really fill it.
Yeah, maybe I'll remember that to put it in my truck if it's not one of the big like stiff ones. So ceiling fan. Well, yeah, sure. I mean, we have ceiling fans all over the place, like every room, man.
We've added it to every room that we possibly can.
Yeah, I grew up in Texas. I am a firm believer in ceiling fans.
Our kitchen and dining room is the only area that doesn't have a.
Yeah, I mean that room has one, but it's in the like living room half of the.
And it's open floor, so it's in there. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so let's get in this goodie bag and see what we have. See what is goodie. So the deal with this is during the beginning anyway of their birthday celebration sale thing that I took advantage of, they had this available as sort of like a 50-pound add-on, and if you spent a certain number of dollars, you could get it. It just came free. So I did, and so I got this sort of for free. I mean, I got a lot of ink over here on this table. So, it did come fast. It came way faster than I was expecting it to. They shipped it DHL, and it was supposed to be here sometime today, and it actually got here like 2 days ago, which is, I mean, it's wild. We wish the bags would have been in stock last night. You'll just have to be happy with the pretty pen you ordered. Oh, what'd you get, Becky? I can't wait to hear about that. But yeah, these were out of stock like 2 days after the sale started, I think. Like, they didn't stay in stock very long. So, first thing in here, correction tape.
Yay!
Which is, yeah, I mean, it's a little weird that it says free sample on top of there. So I'm like, does this have a price? I don't know. It says it's free. But this is a Tombow mono correction tape thing. So like a whiteout tape gun situation from Tombow, which is, I mean, it's cool. This is a good way to do correction tape. But, I mean, it's not super exciting, if I'm totally honest. So, you know, it's cool. Audrey's face.
I mean, there are people in industries where it would be good to have.
Yeah, sure. Let me.
For you, it's just not as much.
Yeah, right. Like I don't use it as much is the thing. Let's see. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Have I got the wrong desk cam? Here, let's try this one. There, it's a little better. All right. So yeah, Tombow correction tape, which is free because it says free sample. I don't know. I'm a little dubious about this adding to the price or value of the bag, but like whatever. Next up, standard pen. This is a Pentel Inner Gel and like a nice pink flowery motif. So like, I don't know, $2.50, $3 maybe of pen.
Mm-hmm.
Discover the best. Use that correction tape all over your students' papers. If I ever graded anything on actual paper, that would be fine. But I grade everything online these days. Thirdly, another thing from Tombow, which is a little plastic eraser, which is like, this is kind of an interesting thing. I hardly ever use pencils, and so I haven't been keeping up with the eraser game. But it's got this little cap on the end, and you sort of twist it like, I don't know, deodorant or something to expose eraser. So it has like
Cute.
Yeah, it's cute. It's got like a lanyard loop at the top, which is, I don't know, kind of interesting. If anybody uses one of these, let me know. PVC free, which is, I didn't know that was a worry with correction tape, but apparently it might be. I don't know. I hate to say it was looking less and less like a goodie bag and more like a bunch of stuff they couldn't sell. I mean, we'll keep going, but I'm not 100% sure you're wrong, Laura. So, that. Next up, a rollerball, a Uniball I, which is, they call here the Vision Elite here in the US. A staple rollerball for anybody who used these in, like, I don't know, college or whatever. I used tons of these in college. This was like one of the, if you weren't using a G2, you're probably using one of these. Yeah. So perfectly fine. Not exciting or new, but you know, it's actually the first Uniball I that I've gotten because they don't sell it as a Uniball I here. They sell it as the Vision. Whoa.
There were 2 squirrels out there.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, she wanted out, and yeah.
Nice.
She was so happy to chase those squirrels. Uh-oh. I'm just kidding. I know you just swallowed it all.
Yeah, I have this gallon of water that we've had in the kitchen for a long time, like an unopened gallon of drinking water, and it tastes a little strange. It's probably fine, but it's like surprised me. I inhaled water a little bit. All right. Then next up, more Pilot rollerballs. This is the other one that you were probably using if you weren't using a G2 or a V-ball, or rather a Vision.
Mm-hmm.
The old V-ball, which is, you know, fine. You'd be here sense of taste going, I don't think so. I think the water just tastes a little strange. I looked at the ingredients and it has a little bit of like salt or something added in for flavor, which is like, why does drinking water have flavor? I don't even know, but it's on the label, so I think it's probably real. So there's that. All right. Not super exciting so far. Then we've got one of these, which is a Stabilo .88. I have a bunch of these because I actually like them.
I get tons of those.
Yeah, I actually like these. They're like a little, you know, porous point plastic point pen.
Yeah, they have different points too, don't they? Like
yeah, there's I've got a couple different ones anyway. There are some that are kind of like brush pens, and there are these which have like this little tiny point, and you know, several different kinds. There's like a ballpoint version if you like that sort of thing. So
and they have lots of colors. They have interesting ones too. They came out with some newer ones. Have that murky green one and taupe-ish colors that I got you.
Yeah, that's actually the only one I have within reach, which is this like interesting murky green. So yeah, they're pretty nice. I don't hate them, but throwing it in a goodie bag, I'm like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Then they have the other one, which is the Stabilo Point Max. I've actually never used one of these, so this is kind of fun. It's a big marker style brush pen kind of thing. Now Scraggles wants in.
Yeah.
So you've got your little points, you've got your big points, brush pens, solid point pens. I've got one last pen sort of thing in here, and that's this, which is a Faber-Castell dual marker. I've never seen one of these before, I don't think. One side of this is kind of like a, I don't know, like a small, let's see, does it move? No, it's kind of like a brush pen sort of marker thing on this side.
Is that felt tip?
Yeah, it kind of felt tippy. I don't know, it doesn't seem to move, but I think it might be like a very stiff felt tip, perhaps.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And then on this end is a big brush marker. So, kind of interesting. The Faber-Castell Goldfarber Aqua. So, it says it's mauve 249. I don't think I know what color mauve is.
Mauve to me is more purpley rosy color. That's what I'm used to.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. This is definitely more of a lavender.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
So, came with some pens. Also, came with a couple of notebooks. And that's the end of this bag, is 2 notebooks and the bag. That's what we got left. The first one is this Rhodia here. So a Rhodia ring-bound notebook, which has got these nice double rings. It kind of reminds me of like a black and red notebook, if you're familiar with those. Yeah. That's what that reminds me of. And this is 90-gram paper, which is heavier than what you get here, unless you get the... Oh, what's that special edition they have that's got like a slightly different color paper, like it's kind of gold or something?
Web something?
No, it's not the Webby. It's I feel like it's got a date or something like that in the name of it. I can't really remember. But it's, you know, it's a heavier weight, very nice white paper, big ruling. Like this is pretty wide. There's a finger for scale. It's wider than most ruled paper I have. So, you know, there's that. And then lastly, a Leuchtturm notebook, which is, yeah. I mean, this is the Leuchtkraft, a new notebook collection for unconventional thinkers. I don't know exactly what makes it unconventional. It seems like it's a pretty...
I think I'm a conventional thinker. I don't know.
Yeah, I like to stay inside the box. Like, you wanna be in the box. Let's see. I actually haven't opened this yet, so let's see what it's like inside. So far, the best thing in the goodie bag is the bag itself. I think you are probably right. Yeah. Seems good as a freebie, but not worth 50 pounds. Yeah, if I had paid 50 pounds for this, I might not be super thrilled.
I mean, that Leuchtturm is not cheap.
Right. The Leuchtturm and the Rhodia, I think, are where they're getting the value in here. Because the pens and stuff by themselves are not worth terribly much. I mean, they're not expensive pens. This is kind of interesting, actually. It says, Sehnsucht, I think? The hunger that no food satisfies. Like, that's the name of this book. We've got, I don't know, we've got some stuff in different languages. We've got, oh, it comes with a pen loop? Allegedly? Where's the pen loop? Huh. Maybe it's something else you can buy? I don't see a pen loop in here. I don't know. It seems like pretty normal Leuchtturm paper, though. Like, it's not... It's got their same kind of, like, pretty heavy paper. It's kind of slightly off-white dot grid. It seems nice. These probably go for, I don't know, between 10 and 20 bucks a piece, I guess. I'm guessing that's where they're getting some of the value proposition on this. I haven't looked up these notebooks to see what they cost, but, like, that's my guess. So, sehr gut, indeed. So we're at the top left. They're insatiable, untranslatable German words. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Sehnsucht. So, yeah. There it is. Right there at the top.
And Greg says the pen loop is usually in the back cover.
Is it? Let's see. It does have a pocket. There's nothing in there. And this is like... Yeah, these are like, I don't know, things you put in the front to be like, this is my book or whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think there is one. What does this say? Details make the difference. Pin loop. Stick it to the back cover of your book like a pin holding loop. I don't know. It's not here. I haven't found one.
On Colt pins, they're 17 pounds.
These are? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, 17 pounds is probably about 20 bucks. So, yeah. Seems about right. Seems about right. So, yeah. There you go. Seems fine. And also, very lastly, pin loops are usually not included. Yeah, well, they're definitely, I think, not this time. And the last thing is a few of these tiny little paper clips with smiley faces on them.
That's cute.
It's cute. It's cute. Yeah. It was free with a 50-pound order of other stuff. Well, it was free with a 150-pound order of other stuff. So, yeah. Kind of free, I guess? Free-ish? So.
Would you not have gotten a few things knowing what was in here to get the goodie bag? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't think I don't feel like I, sacrificed anything by getting the other stuff. Because all the other stuff I got is exclusive, cult pins, like inks and things of that nature. So, yeah, it's fine. I'm just glad I didn't buy it all by itself, That would have been...
Yeah.
That would have been kind of disappointing, frankly. I wouldn't have loved that. But I did get a lot of ink. So... In fact, I don't think I'm going to have time to...
How much do you think it cost to ship that thing?
I mean, kind of a lot. Shipping was free, which is nice. And it was pretty quick. And it was over... I think it was... What did it say? I weighed it, and it was like almost 7.5 pounds of stuff. So, the free
That's
smile... Yeah, it's a lot.
Did you only get ink?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I pretty much only got ink. Yeah, in fact, I did only buy inks. Yeah, I know. So, lots of stuff. Let's see. Let me grab a... Yeah, here we go. Yeah. There we go. We can do a little bit of swatching for some of these, I think. Just 'cause I kind of want to see them.
I mean, you can show them to the people and see what they really would like to see swatched.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because, I mean, certain ones maybe more than others that people are like, oh, I've never seen that. Or,
Yeah, this is one that I hadn't seen before. This is from a brand that I wasn't aware of at all called Campo Marizo, which is interesting. Very glad you did see goodies. Yeah, you want to get those. Yeah, so this is Campo Marizo tobacco ink. What does it say here?
You mean bacca?
As they say in North Carolina, bacca.
Bacca.
That's right. Yeah. You need to log your inks. You'll probably rank higher than now on Urban's list. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. So.
No.
Like this is a new brand. I don't have any of these, so it'll bump me up one notch on the brands list, perhaps. Comes in this cute little bottle, which is plastic. I wasn't sure if this was going to be plastic or glass, but it is an interesting looking ink and an interesting bottle.
Looks like glass.
Looks like a what?
It looks like it'd be glass.
Yeah, it does, right?
Yeah.
It's not. And it had also this it had this little plug in the top, which, I mean, kept it from leaking for sure, but also was a real pain in the butt to get out of there.
I'm sure.
It didn't want to come out of that at all. So, you thought about ordering some of that just to catch a new brand on FPC. That's the way to go. That's right. And actually, I swatched this yesterday because I was real curious about it. So this is what this looks like. I was not sure what this is going to look like either. I just sort of guessed based upon what they had online. And it's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. Like, it's kind of... Is it tobacco colored? I don't really know.
It reminds me little bit of FC honeycomb.
It's more brown in person than honeycomb is.
I think that's right.
The thing I think it's actually closest to for me is this ink that I just did a review for that I haven't posted yet called, this is that Arena Blanca one, the White Sands ink. This is kind of close to that. Like you can see down in the areas where it shades real light, it's very close. So
it's just the Monarcha are lighter, yeah.
Yeah. The Monarcha is lighter, but
property.
Yeah. This is sort of in the same vein, I think. Which is kind of spit cup brown. Oh, gross. But yes, kind of. Or maybe like that's what dried tobacco leaves look like. And then you got to dry them. I don't know. I may be a bad North Carolinian because I don't know much about bacca. But
we have Reynolds right down the road, Mike.
I know, right? Right down the road. Yeah. So there's a Campo Marzio tobacco. Pretty interesting. Seems likely to be challenged to write legibly. Yeah, maybe so. I mean, it looks legible on here, but this is a glass dip nib and kind of a big one. So I don't know what it's going to look like in a pen. I haven't gotten it in a pen yet, obviously, since I just opened it last night. But there's one. So this is one I for sure didn't know what it was going to look like. So they've got that brand there. There are a few of them. I don't think there are terribly many colors, but there are a few. So there you go. Does it halo around the letters? Yeah, a little bit. See there? Not a lot, but some. Just a little bit. Get some there. Definitely got some shading to it. We'll have to see what it looks like in an actual fountain pen, though, because this is not super representative, I don't think. But we'll see. It's going to depend a lot on how wet or dry this ink is, I think.
Yeah.
And I can't really tell that from this, so. Reminds me of projector film from Birmingham Inks. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. Interesting. Doesn't really look like projector film. I was a projectionist, by the way. That was one of my first jobs. It was like I guess my second or third job was being a projectionist. Fun fact about me. All right.
The more you know.
Do what?
So the more you know.
That's right. Reminds me, don't get the new Herbin Scented Lemon ink. Extreme bleed through and feathering. Put a drop in a coloring and it's soaked through in 3 seconds.
Ooh,
yikes.
wow.
Are these little flakes of ink? Did I get little shards of... I don't know. Maybe not. Doesn't seem to be turning back into ink, so we're good. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know there was a Herbin Scented Lemon ink. I didn't even know that existed yet. Huh. Interesting. All right, so the rest of these are exclusives. Yeah, every one of the rest of these is an exclusive ink, which is kind of cool. So, Noodler's level performance from the Herbin. Savage. It's not the kind of performance you want, really. So let me move some of these out of the way here. This big blue box is an interesting presentation, I think. Here. These are Diamine X Cult Pens with a nice flower on there. This is a new set of flower inks. So Diamine has had a set of flower inks forever, and you couldn't get them individually. You had to like buy the set mostly. But this set is just for cult pens. So I was like, yeah, all right, fine, I'll get this set. These are not terribly expensive. They're like, I don't know, $3 a piece or so, like that, I think, for these little bottles. But there are 10 of them. So that does eventually kind of, bring the price up. So, I don't know. Which ones of these would you like to see swatched? Odd, or the audience?
I mean, any that look interesting to you. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I kind of want to see, I think Lotus. I think we got to see Lotus for sure. And maybe Azalea? I don't know. Let's see how these look. Let's look at Lotus first. You just got purple all over your fingers digging out that stupid plug on the Krishna bottle? Uh-oh. Petunia? Do we have Petunia? Is that one of these? Oh, Petunia. There we go. Oh, interesting. These little dividers are just kind of set in there. They're not... I expected this to all be one piece of cardboard, but But it's not. The green one? All right, yeah, I was kind of tempted by that green one too. All right, let's see what some of these look like. Do a little bit of this. Petunia. I don't know what color this is going to be for Petunia. Your dad was a projectionist in the Army. He had a little license to run specific projectors. This license will be revoked upon evidence of incompetence. Wow. That's something.
Yeah.
I had no license. I was taught by by this guy who was our senior projectionist. He was like a part-time projectionist, part-time cop.
Weird combo.
Yeah, he was an interesting guy. His name was Eddie. He was missing a couple of fingers because of what was it? He's missing something.
The projection just got him one day.
No, it was one of those stories like when you're a kid and like a spinning wheel or something that his mom had like caught a finger and like some weird thing like that, you know? It's just like one of those stories that you just don't hear very often. Yeah, Petunia is extremely dark. I thought it was going to be more of a purple, but that's a very...
It's a deep blue? Is it blue? I can't even tell.
I don't know. I think it's... I don't know. It's kind of black, right?
The edge sort of makes me think blue, but it could be the lighting with the sheen from the being wet. Yeah,
could be. Yeah, it's hard to say. It might be an ultra dark blue. I think you might be right about that. Yeah. Was I working in a movie theater? Yeah, totally. My second job kind of was in a movie theater. My first job was at a pawn shop. And I was kind of paid under the table, but it is where I learned to wash cars and like kind of drive. So, you know, it was an interesting job, the pawn shop. But yeah, I was working in a movie theater for my second job, and then I kind of ran the theater and was a projectionist. I was doing concessions. It was $1 cinema, so it was like second run movies most of the time. It was.
Which one is this one?
This is Azalea.
Mm.
It does not look like our Azalea.
No, not at all.
Yeah, this is. I mean, azaleas come in a bunch of different colors, but this is definitely like an orangey kind of azalea, and not our super bright pink azalea.
Yeah.
But it looks like a nice orange.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little on the pale side, maybe, but it does look nice.
Or maybe the background that you have in your square here.
In my which kit?
In the square that in your frame.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it's a little bit like that. What is kinda drive? Well, I mean, I wasn't driving on the highway or anything because I was like 15, but it was a pawn shop and used car dealership, and so sometimes you got to move cars around, just to like, run them, to move them to where you're going to wash them, to rearrange them on the lot, that kind of stuff. So like, did I drive? I mean, yeah, a little bit, but technically I did. I was controlling a moving vehicle, so I would say, yeah, I was driving, but I wasn't going to the mall or whatever. So, I learned the basics of how not to hit things and like how steering works and stuff like that. But yeah, not licensed. Not licensed.
Looks like a thin one.
Yeah, it does. This is unusual for a Diamine. Like,
yeah.
I was curious what Lotus was going to look like just because the picture on there is like a multi-chrome kind of look, right?
The purple pink.
Yeah. On here, though, it's coming off very pale pink. We'll have to see what it looks like when it dries, but...
Yeah, it could be one that darkens as it dries.
Could be. Just going to let that run on just a little bit. Yeah. Russell was in the AV club in junior high and high school back in the 70s. Had some equipment projectors that were there when your mother went to school 22 years earlier. Woo!
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a projectionist, yeah, we had to splice film. We had to build movies. Like the movies would show up to the theater, and we have this is Dahlia. I don't have a green Dahlia either, but I've always thought they were kind of neat.
Yeah.
But the film would show up to the theater in like these big cans, and so it would be just like this big metal can, look kind of like a military armor, like ammo can situation, but it would hold these big reels of film, and then you'd have to build them on this Well, there's a special machine for it, really, that would run one reel onto a bigger platter that you would, dispense the movie into the projector from. You had to learn how to wind the projector, and you had to be able to, like, do all kinds of projectory type things. It was a weird job, but I liked it. And yeah, if you did it wrong, you could burn film. Like, I don't think I ever actually burned a film. It might have happened once or twice. Yeah, it was celluloid. Yeah. And so it would burn because the lamps that they had in those movie theaters were excessively bright. They were these giant xenon bulbs.
Oh yeah.
And and the thing was, if you touched the bulb, like, the hand oil that you left on the bulb would make it explode if you turned it on. So, like, it was, it was dangerous, but you just don't touch that. So this green looks really cool.
This would be a nice green.
How acidy is that green, though?
Yeah.
That's pretty rad. Yeah. Now that's a lime right there, for sure. 2 cigarette burns to signify the change of reel. Yeah, kinda. They have if you watch old movies that have been put together like that, you'll see like a little blip, like a little circular blip up in the corner. If it starts to actually look like a cigarette burn, though, that's bad, because you can absolutely burn it. So it's like halogen bulbs. Yeah, kinda, except these xenon bulbs were this big each, and I mean, if they went off, it would have been a disaster. So the pink is looking better now that it's dry. This is Buttercup. Let's see what they do with the yellow.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's much more of a dusty pink now.
Yeah. It's one of those colors that does change a lot as it dries. It was super pale when I started. There we go. This yellow looks like it might actually be a useful yellow. Like, it's bright, but it really stands out, I think. It's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm kind
of orangey yellow, like a taxi cab.
Yeah, a little taxi cab-ish. I'm selling you on that set. Yeah, it's an interesting set, right? Hey, Claire, welcome. I want to do the other yellow. So there are 2 yellows in this set.
It is a flower collection, so it's not that weird, but for inks, that is sort of interesting to have 2 yellows in one collection.
Right? I mean, most collections don't have 1 yellow, and they've put 2 in here. And they look very, very similar in the bottle. Let's see what they look like on paper. Obviously, I have to do both of these. Pen Chalet mailer just came out. That's cool. I don't think we've checked the mail today, although I did hear the mail truck earlier.
Definitely have not checked the mail.
There we go. These are very similar yellows.
Yeah.
Maybe they dry differently, or maybe they act differently when you have them in an actual... This one I think is definitely more orangey. You can kind of see in the spots that are still wet, you got more orange in this one.
Yeah.
But
they are similar.
Yeah, right? Like, that's a choice to put both of those in one set, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. We've also got 2 purples. Do we need to see both purples? Yeah, why not?
I'll answer for Becky. Yes.
You love how yellows look in demonstrators? They're always too light. These might not be. These might actually be readable. These might work. There's a couple of other yellows that have been pretty good, but it's tough to do a good yellow, I think.
Sometimes those are more goldeny, though.
Yeah. Yeah, my Colodex section for that is actually called Golden Yellows. Or Yellows and Golds or something like that.
You're welcome, Becky. I figured I knew it was up. When you ask about a purple, always say yes.
Ooh. That was almost a disaster, but we're fine. This is Sweet Pea, which actually leaked a little bit in shipping. So you've got a little bit of that extra purple around the edge of the...
I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a gray purple. It's kind of a gray purple. Yeah, second is drying a bit more orange like egg yolk. Yeah, it is. It definitely is drying more orange. Mm-hmm. Still drying, though. I may have put down a little bit too much, but yeah, it's got a little bit of a gray in this purple, but it's definitely a purple for sure.
Yeah.
Already done 60%. Yeah, with these, I might as well do them all, right? Especially if I can fit them all on one sheet. Because I can't quite fit them all on one sheet. Then we've got forget-me-nots.
It's after 6 o'clock. You know what that means.
It's time to talk about food?
Yeah, I am. My stomach's been growling this whole time. I'm sitting here hoping that it doesn't pick up.
It doesn't. You're okay. All right. I thought this was going to be a purple, and it is not.
No, it's like corn flour.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a lot more blue than I thought it was going to be. Interesting. How big are these bottles? Somebody asked earlier. They're 30 mils. Yeah. The smaller ones. All right, let's do these last two, because why not? So we have two reds. One of them dark and the other one light, I think. This is Orchid, which is interesting. I don't have any orchids that color.
I was just going to say, yeah, that's not what I normally think of when I think of orchids.
No. I mean, orchids come in a lot of colors, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Just mine are white and pink, and currently blooming, so.
Yep.
All right. This one's like a peachy pink. Alaska's flag has taught you that forget-me-nots are blue? Oh. I didn't know Alaska had forget-me-nots on its flag. How about that? The only true yellow you have that you like is Diamantis Gandhi. Oh yeah, Gandhi's pretty cool. It is a gold though. I feel like that's more of a gold, but it is definitely kind of in that yellow-gold intersection for sure. Beth, who's sometimes here in the chat, sent me a sample of that a while back.
That looks a little salmon-ish.
This one right here?
Oh, wow. That one's much brighter.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a vivid red.
It almost looks thick based on how it went down.
Yeah. Like, this is a very red. Whoa.
I have a nose, obviously, as you can tell.
Just budding right in there, huh?
Sure is.
Yeah, so this is the orchid, which is kind of here. It's more, yeah, salmon is a pretty good descriptor for that, I think, actually. Yeah. Looks more orange. It's not quite orange, but there is a bit more orange in it than I thought there was going to be. But orangey pink, for sure.
It's like coral, but not as bright, is what I think of coral.
Yeah, that seems right to me. Yeah. And then this one.
Bye.
Take care, Laura. Thanks for stopping in. So, yeah. Very bright red. For sure. Some of these are still wet. Like, this one's still wet, weirdly. It's taking a while to dry. Yeah, there you go. That's what the new flower series looks like from Diamine. What if I just kind of throw all these on the bottom? See if this works. That'll be good enough. There we go. Bam. Diamine flowers. That pink turned into your favorite of the bunch after it dried. This one up here. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, right? I think it's neat. Yeah. I also really like this red. I wasn't expecting to like this red as much as I do. But, yeah, that pink...
It's like bright pansy.
Yeah. What an outlier that is, right?
Yeah.
You like the second gold one? Yeah, I mean, I think both of them are pretty cool. Like, look at that edge shading on both of those, where it's really dark all around the edges. This red wants to fall off the page. I definitely put down a little bit too much of this red. It's like, hey, what if I escape, though? All right, there we go. Yeah. Well, that's cool. There you go.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. The red is fantastic. Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to look good. You like the set? It's an interesting set, right? Mm-hmm. Not like other things you get in a set of inks. This is not quite as brown pink as Aphrodite is, but it like leans...
It's a similar vein. The Laban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you just bought the flower set? You're welcome, David.
You should have waited because, well, where'd he get it? Is the question. Oh, I guess Culpins, right?
Yeah, well, cult pens, I don't know how long that sale's going on for. Like, it might be ending very soon.
Maybe you find more that he'll like after seeing the rest of the 50 inks you got.
That's right. Yeah, 50. I only got 20. I showed great restraint. So, we have here. I don't want to flip the page because it's still drying, though. I'll do some on the back of this page, I guess. I already have a couple things here. I've got, that's a writing sample with your Pelikan M200 with that Kepler ink.
Oh, yeah.
And then Dominant Industry Pearl Sunset, which is totally readable on here for sure. That's cool. All right. There are a couple of these that I definitely want to try out. I want to try these two Pannonias. Pannonia has a whole... Oh, it goes until the 25th? All right, you got 5 more days. You hit the free shipping limit with other stuff. Good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. These are 2 exclusive Pannonia inks for cult pens. They have several, and they look like... some of them look like they're pretty light. So I think I got the ones that weren't as light. So... Audrey Carroll wants to know what ink you're going to put in your new Decimo.
No idea. It's whatever Mike puts in there.
Mike has to clean it first.
Any of these, probably.
I mean, there's a greater than average chance that it'll probably be one of these.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that red one. I don't know.
Ooh. This is an interesting color. I don't remember what it translates to.
Oh, of course not.
No way. And also, I don't think I want to try to say this one. The
What?
obligatory...
I thought you were fluent, though.
I don't know what to do with this. Kiralubibor. That's...
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Those letters don't... I don't know what to do with that, frankly. Let's see if I can find on cult pens what this one is supposed to be. Nania. Oh, geez. How do I spell that? Kiralybib.
Regal Crimson, Becky says.
Oh, look at you. Oh, you got the page up. Good. You can translate for me. Yeah. Regal Crimson, it says. Yeah, interesting stuff. All right. Yeah, Regal Crimson. This is not what I think of when I think of Crimson ink, though. Like,
Yeah.
and also, this has...
Of that red that you just swatched more when I think of Crimson.
Yeah, I think that's right. Like this
Full
is...
red.
Yeah. Also Scarlet. I feel like this may be Scarlet, and like a shade or two darker might be Crimson.
Fair.
But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah. And this is a weird looking ink, isn't it? Like...
You bring that close. Oh, that is nice. Interesting.
Yeah. So many things.
Oh, the reason for the interesting setup is because Mike was exposed to COVID 2 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are home distancing in different parts of the house.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure at all what this was going to look like, and it looks different in every mode that it's shown in. So, yeah, pink eraser, like an old pink eraser. Yeah, okay, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
So this looks kind of like a pink eraser. That looks pale, but kind of like a multi-chrome.
Yeah, it's dark too. Yeah.
And
And then
then
like
this,
yeah.
and then this looks again entirely different. So,
Yeah.
like, what? So yeah, maybe this is one of those inks that's going to look different on every paper or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, pink pearl. Those are some
Yeah.
classic erasers. The pink pearls.
Yeah, Mike has his office and a separate bedroom and a separate bathroom, just how our house is set up. So he's in the half of the house and I'm in the other half of the house.
Yeah. Yep. And this
There's
one.
that.
Here you go, Becky. Get on that website and tell me what this is. Keys Muvez, maybe. Keys Muvez is what I'm going to go with.
That sounds better. Yeah.
Right? I think I might be nailing that one because I'm fluent in Hungarian,
Yes.
as you might be.
Obviously.
This one though, I'm just like I don't even know how to make those consonants in my mouth. Oh wait, that says what? Wait, what? Oh, they both say the same thing on the outside. I don't know what that means. I don't think
Yeah.
mine says that, does it? Huh. Interesting. All right, let's see what it says on the inside.
I think maybe it's like our pen ink or something. It means something that goes with just the branding of it.
Yeah.
Oh, exclusive ink. That could be it, Vicky.
That's probably right. Yeah. That's probably right. This is I think this is one that Becky was just saying is really good, although I've lost it in the chat. My chat looks very different than it usually does, so I'm kind of stumbling over chat right now. But Pansy. Yeah. Araveshka? Araveshka is what I'm going to go with. But looks nice. Love when you say you've nailed it and we get the actual pronunciation. She did not nail it. Well, look. I do what I can. The cult set of flower colors goes for, yeah, $64. Yeah. Minus like 10 or 15% depending on how much you end up spending total, and it comes out to, not bad after all that. You love the effort? Hey, look, I'll try. You have a John Albert pen right now and it makes you happy. Oh, that's good. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that is a good purple. You ain't kidding.
I'm waiting for it. There we go.
What were you waiting for?
I couldn't see it because of the delay.
Oh, the delay. Yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, it's a blurple.
Yeah, it's more purple in person than it's showing up on the camera here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, purples
It
are
looks
no.
like the dried parts are more purple and the wet spot is more blue.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a cool color. There are a lot of really interesting pinks coming out right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that Laban one, the Aphrodite, and then this one, which is a few steps lighter, and then this one, which has got all kinds of weird stuff going on in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. John Albert, the famous jeweler. That's who we're talking about.
The famous jeweler. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, both those are fun. And they were so cheap there.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget what they cost. I think they were like $8 a piece before the discount, which is very inexpensive. I don't know how they're making money on those. So, I don't know. The larger bottles of the Diamine flower ink you got from Appleboom you can get from Cult Pens. Appleboom only has them in the set in the small bottles. You got big bottles of the Diamine flower inks, huh? That's interesting. I didn't know you even could. So yeah, there we go. It's Araveshka, maybe. Curious to see the Regal Crimson next to the Birmingham Chrysanthemum. I don't have that one. Have you opened your bottle of For Eternity? Yeah. Yeah, so there's
I believe that's chrysanthemum.
Oh. You think it was a
I mean, if you look at it, it's chrysanthemum.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's
you like blue, you like purple, which you find blurple uninspiring. I like it when they split it in the middle sometimes. Oh, yeah, that does seem weird. I like it when the blurple splits in the middle. This definitely is a purple in real life, though. Like, I think it's definitely a purple. Not a true blurple. The reddish brown one kind of looks like brick. Yeah, maybe.
a bit.
Maybe a little bit. It's got this interesting, like, green gold ring, though, where it sheens. Which is kind of weird. Yeah, I like it. What is it, 6:17? Oh, I need some food, too. I'm actually feeling a little bit shaky. I don't think I've eaten enough today.
Yeah, same.
I mean, I've been trapped back here, so that's the way it goes. That is a Regal purple. Yeah, it's a few steps lighter, I would say, than what I think of as like a royal purple, but it definitely leans that way. Can we get closer without? Yeah, that's better. Maybe I do 3 more. because I really want to see what these Ventas look like, because I don't really know. They didn't have good examples of these.
Yeah, they don't really have swatches, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have swatches. They had like drawings done with them of various kinds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Need an office fridge? Yeah, I totally do. I totally need an office fridge. Oh, we've got an ice box. Like, we got a little cooler. I should put some stuff in a cooler and bring it in. Snacks. Yeah. So, and then these, which I don't think I'm going to swatch today just because I don't have the time before I get too hungry. I need to eat pizza. But these are the Diamine Summer Series, which I will probably swatch on Tuesday on Twitch. So hang out in my Twitch on Tuesday for that one. I opened
the grab bag, so just do the replay, and it's towards the beginning.
Yeah, I did that at the beginning. But yeah, so I've got all of these little Diamines that were like $2 or $3 a piece for little 30 ml bottles. So there are 8 of these. So
I would order pizza, but all of the pizza ordering things are on Mike's account, and so I don't have everything set up for it. Mm-hmm. Except for the one place. The one place we go sometimes, I have that account set up, and the other ones Mike has his set up. Yeah. So unfortunately, in this one case, I would, but I can't.
Yep. I picked this one up from the Cult Pins. It's in the collection with the Deep Dark series. This is Lil Mickey, which is Michael. Yeah, I know. Lil Mickey. It's their Michael ink in a small bottle. Let's swatch this one right quick, because I'm curious what this looks like too.
You're gonna say that about every single one.
No, I'm gonna not. I'm not doing those. I'm gonna be very disciplined. Yeah, this is, as I thought, a very dark blue. And I will bet $1 it'll probably come up with some sheen.
What?
I heard that from the other room.
Good.
Yeah, very dark blue, probably going to hit a sheen there. So we'll see. Your husband and you have the same division of food apps? Nice. I don't know how we got that division, really, of you having that one.
I don't know. But do you want to tell the people about what we had for dinner yesterday?
Oh, yeah. It's, yeah. Yesterday, Taco Bell brought back the Mexican pizza, which is something they unfairly got rid of 2 years ago. And everybody was sad. The Mexican pizza has returned. So I ate Mexican pizzas.
And it's weird. They blamed it on the packaging, but the packaging is the same now.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't make it different. It's a different box, maybe, but it's the same kind of box. But I don't really see a big difference.
Well, this is how Mike's fingers get inky.
Uh-oh.
But I will say it did not leak. So
it didn't leak. That's true.
Okay, that's not that bad. That wasn't nearly as bad as the stupid little plastic stopper thing that was in that other ink. So this is London Gray, which from the illustration thing that they had on the interwebs, I couldn't tell what color it was, but it looked like it would be cool. So I was like, let's roll the dice on this Venta. And it looks like I don't know.
It's like blue, but gray.
Yeah, I think it's so sometimes when you get grays, you get like a blue gray. Some grays like really lean blue, and some of them lean green. And this
there's
one,
a little bit now. Okay, yeah.
This one's leaning teal to me, which is real interesting. Yeah.
It's teal. There's more gray in it too.
Yeah, for sure.
More dusty. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is weird and interesting, like I thought it would be.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Carol asks, how long will we separate and will we video each other for that time? The answer is, yeah, probably until like Tuesday when I can test. Or, if I start feeling real crappy, then I'll test early, I guess. But probably until like Tuesday, so it's going to be a few days. And yeah, we've definitely.
That long? Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, it's 5 days according to the old CDC, so we'll see. They've got like a calculator app online, so I did that.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, I guess. And yeah, FaceTime is great. Audrey was saying she's actually talked to me more today than she usually does on a Friday when she's home. Because she can sit there and just have like the FaceTime in front of her while she's grinding nibs and we can chat. So
Exactly, yeah.
so that's fine. We'll be fine. So yeah, that's drying interesting. Let's see what it looks like when it's fully dried.
Yeah, keep going.
This is another case in which they don't have the actual name of the ink on the box. It does
There's a swatch.
Yeah. It says ULAP there, but maybe that's... Where's Venta even from? The Philippines. Maybe that's... what does Philippines speak? Tagalog? Is that the Philippines? Sounds right to me.
I think so, yeah.
So maybe that's that for gray? I don't know. All right. Now seeing that little foil cover in there, these are really overpackaged. Let's do this one next, I think. Because you've got a box, and then inside the box you have the bottle, which is like saran wrap sealed. And then inside that you have the inner cap, which is foiled. They're like, look, under no circumstances will these leak. So,
yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Used to be 10. Well, yeah. Well, I think it's 10 days if you have it or whatever.
I mean, I think that used to be it when it was the other variants, but it all happens faster with this.
Yeah. So this is Luntian, perhaps? Maybe? Which is rye green.
Lucian?
I don't know. Luntian. Maybe.
Lucian. Yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't know. Greg says I'm correct about Tagalog, which is cool, but I also don't really know what that sounds like, and so I don't want to overcommit and say I don't want to overcommit and say I nailed it. So.
I mean, not specifically. I sometimes just play around with, broken nibs or broke ones that we can't really use just to play around. But we've been really busy with SIG orders, so I really don't have a ton of time. By the time I make all the nibs that I need to, it's, late. But, once in a while I play around.
Well, rye is green because it's a plant, I guess.
Yeah. It's brighter than I expected it to be.
Yeah. Becky says rye green / Luntian 1903 or British racing green. Oh.
Yeah.
Venta named their inks twice, once with a descriptive and then a name from Filipino history. Oh, interesting. Huh. That's cool. Yeah, it's brighter than I thought it was going to be. From this little thing, I was like, it's going to be a nice green, but this is...
Yeah.
This is like a green, like somebody takes a lot of care of their lawn sort of green.
Yeah.
Did I drip some green on there? Or is that from that ink? That's... Whoa. Interesting. Huh. I guess we'll see when I do another swatch of that, but there's like definitely green in the middle. And this last one is Whiskey Gold, which is Gintu, maybe.
It's always possible that visually that tone comes out when it's that color's next to it too.
Well, that could be.
You know what I mean? Sometimes that happens with me. I'm like, oh, there's a green. Oh, I see green more in the one next to it.
Yeah, it could be. I don't think so, but maybe. Whiskey Gold / Ginto 1608. This celebrates Irish whiskey. 1608 was when the old Bushmills distillery in Ireland, the oldest distillery in operation with a royal license, was established. Interesting. Some good British racing green. Yeah, it's a really nice looking green. All right, saran wrap. This is... Come on, there we go. It was really on there. Turns out saran wrap is very good at sealing. Who
knew?
Shamelessly copying from the site. Nothing wrong with that.
It must be Clear tight? What is that stuff that's actually good?
Oh, stretch tight.
Stretch tight, thank you.
So this has shimmer in it, and you can actually see shimmer in that little bubble on the top. How cool is that?
Yeah, you can.
That's neat. All right, I'm gonna give this a little bit of a shake. Does have a fair amount of shimmer in the bottom. Not all wrap is good at sticking. Yeah, most wrap is terrible at sticking. The stuff we use is called stretch tight, and it's a little hard to find sometimes.
But it's leaps and bounds better.
It's so much better, yeah.
Yeah.
It sticks great.
If you can find it, the packaging is sort of like, I don't know. It's not the greatest packaging necessarily in terms of how it looks, but it works so much better.
It's just kind of a little bit low rent on the packaging. Like they didn't really do a whole lot of branding.
It doesn't make me sit there and be like, I need to get this.
Yeah, that's right.
But
it's unobtrusive.
So much better.
Yeah. All right.
That's a weird color.
Right?
I'm not going to say what that reminds me of.
Okay.
But it reminds me.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what that reminds me of. I don't know. Doesn't really remind me of anything. Yeah, I got rye and whiskey, which is kind of fun. I didn't really realize that until it was later on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so these have dried nicely. Little Mikey, or Little Mickey up there, does have some sheen. Not surprisingly.
Yep. Not crazy, though.
No, not a crazy amount.
No.
What was this one? Do we remember? Oh, this was that Pannonia.
Which one? Oh, that's the Pannonia. Yeah.
This like purpley blue one.
Purpley. That's the Regal one.
Yeah. Oh no, this one isn't this Regal Crimson or something like that? Sounds right.
The Crimson's the brick colored one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, it's delayed. So you're pointing to one. I'm like, I don't know which one he's pointing to.
Yeah, and it looks really nice. This is much more purple than it appears on screen.
Okay. That's how purples always are.
Yeah, let's see if it's actually better if I do this. No, it's still pulling up blue. There is a fair amount of blue in it. Like that's not imaginary or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely. I mean, it's a bit more purple, more violet in real life. Yeah. You like the fog and the whiskey. Yeah, I do too. I also like this. I like a lot of these. I think I'm pretty happy so far with my ink selection. So
yeah.
I think it's gone well. And this red, now that it's dried, look how vivid that red is. Like,
oh, yeah.
Does that get more red, you think? I don't know. Like, what's more red than that? Two yellows, a pink, this weirdo color, which is like a soft orange.
I think that I'm going to say a controversial thing.
Okay, go for it.
There's too many, like, orangey ones.
Because there's like 3 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, these two are pretty yellow. But
yeah. I think taking one of those and then doing a different color would have been best.
Yeah.
I can't tell you off the top of my head what color I would add, but I just think they're a little too close.
I think I think this is a weird inclusion. Like, given the tone of the rest of this series, this one's strange.
Yep.
It doesn't. I don't know. Like, it doesn't really belong. Because that's basically a black.
But I do like that at the same time. I think it's interesting. How can I say this? If they're going to continue doing this for a long time, nail polish collections come out a lot faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People have bigger turnarounds than ink. So if they continue to do that, it's a bigger turnaround. So they could do a collection of dark ones. They can do a collection of bright ones because there's so much you can go with any foliage and flowers.
Yeah.
So in this case, I don't mind it because they don't come out with anywhere near as many colors, but this showcases that, oh, it's interesting. You can get lots of shades when you get flowers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
But I
somebody
think
says
that's
maybe it
why,
was somebody's favorite flower. Totally could be. I mean, I think it's really interesting that they included that. Like,
yeah,
it's interesting, and they used because you don't get that many black flowers. You know, like it's just
no,
not a common.
no,
It's not a common thing. Um,
yeah.
but that's pretty cool. You wish there were more permanent inks in these colors. In Japan, there seems to be a new trend to release more pigment or permanent inks. Yeah, there are several, like pigments getting really big in Japan for sure. And pigmented inks are generally pretty permanent. I have been using, while we're on that topic, Black Dahlia. Yeah, yeah. Well, Dahlia's like this green is Dahlia too. Like Dahlias are all over the place.
Yeah,
Um,
they can be, yeah.
This pen right here has the Pilot pigmented ink, the Sawario Blue in it, and I kind of forgot about it for a couple of weeks and didn't use it. It just like hung out in my drawer, and it writes perfectly. I like this blue. I wasn't thinking it was going to be that bright either. Like it's a nice bright blue.
It is really nice. Yep.
I haven't water tested it or anything yet, but I mean it is pigmented, and I hear it's very permanent. So,
Oh, well, there you go. That's good.
yeah,
Hi, Clipsy.
I hear a Clipsy in there. Yeah,
That is our little Clipsy cat down here. She says, "Feed me."
she would.
Yeah.
She would. Here's the color of my water cup for cleaning my swatcher.
That,
kind of a
yep.
brown gray. That is a nice blue. It's called Suwario. TSU Wario. WARIO.
Mario
Yep.
from Mario.
Yep. Like that one. Like Mario, but from an alternate evil universe.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's turn that off. Yeah. Will I review that one soon? It's not on my list yet, Carol. I went through the fountain pen companion where I keep my inks all what do you call it? Like organized or cataloged, I guess.
Yeah.
And there was a list. It'll tell you which inks that you have don't have any reviews online. And so that's what I did. I actually did this on Twitch the other day, but I went through and made a list of inks that I have that are not reviewed online, and I did have in pens. And so these are going to be the next upcoming ones. But next week, here's and then we're going to sign off here because I'm starving. Next week, we've got Scribe Onyx, which is one of the Brad actually mentioned these on his podcast this week, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna review that one, like coming right up. The Scribe inks were put together by the same chemist who did the old Parker Penman inks 20-30 years ago. So they're supposed to like kind of like mimic those original recipes.
Original recipes.
Original recipe. Yeah, and it's a super dark black. I've actually got it. I've already turned that off, but I've got it in this pen. It's a little taste of how dark the Scribe Onyx is. It is all the way black, right there. Just super dark, deep, rich black. So that'll be neat. I've got what else have I got coming up? I wrote them down. I've got 2 hauls from Cult Pens, some of which we've just seen. I've got Monarca's Arena Blanca, which is the white sand one. And I've got, I think after that, a brown ink from Diplomat, their Pine. So, anyway. We got those coming up. I'll be doing this Suwario Blue sometime in the near future, but not for the next few days.
You know what I just noticed?
Do what?
You know what I just noticed?
Huh.
I see that you put Audrey, my fantastic wife, up there. I just noticed now.
Well, then it did its job. I've also got your Instagram handle down below. There.
I noticed that.
Oh, you saw that one? That's good.
Yeah. It's not centered, which bothers me a little bit, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's a little bit off. I think it's... Yeah, you're right. You know, I noticed that. I know. It's not centered vertically is what's bothering me, I think. Yeah, no, those are off. I did a bad job on that, but... Oh, well. Look.
Look,
Can't all be perfect.
This was a lot of setup for this. Yeah.
It was. It was. So, yeah, there's that. Past Audrey, I think Mike likes you. Yeah, I do. I do.
Oof.
Enjoy the pizza.
Someone has to, right?
Somebody has to like me.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's what I've got coming up in the near future. Hopefully, I've also got negative COVID test coming up in the near future. And
What's in the nearest future?
Pizza.
Pizza in our bellies, yeah.
Yeah, that's the nearest thing. I'm going to turn off some things right quick. It's a solid 86 degrees in here.
Pull it down a little in there.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's hot, frankly. So, it sucks.
It's nice and cool out here. So you should come out here and I'll go in the bedroom.
Well, I don't know. I hate to contaminate more of the house than I have to, but... Oh, it went to eco. Thanks. Stop doing eco. It turned off the air conditioner is what it does. So the deal is we have a Nest a thermostat, which is great. But it goes...
Great.
Yeah, except that since nobody's going up and down the hallway, because that's right out here, it always thinks we're not here. And so I have the air conditioner set to like 73, and it's 77 is what it's set to, which means it's 86 in here. So I'm going to go ahead and 86 the stream and go hide in the bedroom or something where it's cool.
So you're not 86 degrees in the office, yeah.
It's, yeah, oh. Which, like, 86 isn't that bad, except when you're, like, in an enclosed space and it's, like, kind of...
No, it's terrible.
I know.
Yeah.
And I've actually got 2 fans going right now. 3 if you count the one up here on my camera. So, anyway, thanks very much for the good thoughts.
Yeah, wish us luck with no COVID.
Yeah, that would be super. So, hope for good science and solid immune systems and all that. So, yeah, we made the stream happen. Audrey's like, I don't know, what are we gonna do about the stream? And I'm like, well, you can take the day off if you don't want to get camera ready. But I know people want to see it, so let's see what we can do. And so we figured it out. So
sorry, the lighting is bad, but
yeah, I should just turn off eco mode. Yeah, I need to do that. I just haven't done it yet. It hasn't been this bad before, frankly, but it's over 90 outside, so I think that's not helping. So also, wall of windows is not great for heat either. So all right, all this to say bye-bye. So think about what you put out in the world, make it a better place, and say cheerio water bus, Audrey.
Cheerio water bus.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.